that HousingShield sort of actively offers, more like an insurance or we're on standby kind of thing?
Yeah, literally. So we don't think about it in insurance in the actual mechanical way,
Sure.
where there's like a premium.
Yeah. No.
It's structured so that we as Mosaic and HousingShield are incentivized to get in and help actually provide value, whereas nothing against insurance, we all need it, but they are incentivized to delay claims. And first of all, to deny them. They're like, no, we'll happily take your money and cut you off whenever you don't pay. But the moment you want us to pay, that's what we'll get back to you in 3 months. So that's where it's radically different than insurance. But in the sense of protection and being on standby, absolutely. It's just like that. Yeah. That's kind of how I designed it. There was definitely like a sense of just seeing over and over people calling, whether they had contract disputes with businesses, whether they had, just so many different kinds of cases. You would see people call for a consult. The other side often didn't want mediation, oftentimes because they didn't understand it, or they simply didn't have that plan in place. And then it's just really difficult to bring everyone to the table unless you already agreed. Then what often happens, aside from missing the opportunity to just get in and get a solution fair for everyone fast, is you have attorneys come into the mix.
Sure.
And we'll always need attorneys, but it's ironic because what ends up happening is person A wants to mediate, person B doesn't, for whatever reason. Person A will attorney up, send a demand letter or file a lawsuit, and then person B, then they want to come to mediation. They're like, oh, wait. So, okay, you paid a $5,000 retainer. You paid hundreds of dollars of court fees, just to go to mediation. Or you have the other side respond with counsel, and now we're really buckling in. You know what I mean? Like, get ready for the rodeo.
Sure.
Yeah, and so many cases just settle out of court, often in mediation. It's like, guys, are we really doing the long way around? Like, every time?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel bad, watching that happen over and over.
More pain, more stress. That essentially is just for nothing. It essentially, like you're saying, it can even then go back to exactly what you were going to do in the first place. Mediate, sit down and talk about it.
Yeah. And it's not to say that counsel doesn't have a role. Rights do have a role in decision-making oftentimes, but not every person, frankly, cares about their rights. Like, I often hear people tell me, I know I can sue for more. I don't care about that. I just want my deposit back, not 3 times my deposit.
Sure.
So rights don't really come into the question unless it becomes the only option, where it's like, I really would rather not use force, but if you're going to stiff me, then I guess I have to. But they don't want to.
Sure.
Right? And so counsel does have a role to play, but it's very conditional, right?
A lot of variability, as all of us are, and all situations are, and all factors are. And I can't imagine. But an actual real person going in there and talking to A, talking to B, being like, hey, by the way, y'all have this same line right here. I don't know if y'all knew that.
Yeah.
And then, bam, there we go.
Yeah.
He turned off, and solution.
Exactly.
At least trajectory towards solution. It's a lot of value.
Exactly. It really just comes down to what you and I have talked about, like just having a conversation.
Sure.
Having that third party to, kind of help de-escalate. Just having a conversation. It's confidential, by the way. Can't be used in a court of law. Just somebody that doesn't take sides. They hear you out. It's literally my job to like ask follow-up questions and until you're sick of me. Like, do I got it right? And I love when people are like, exactly. That's exactly it. Because I'm like, I know I nailed it. I helped this person to feel understood, which is its own valuable thing, right?
Absolutely.
In conflict, when people feel like, man, it's me against the world, and if it could even feel like, I'm in dispute with my landlord, but now it's like spilling over and I'm mad at everybody, including my wife, and helping somebody in that mindset to feel understood, that's an amazing thing. And then you just watch it have the domino impact for conflict. It's like, well, now that I feel understood, it's a lot easier for me to understand you.
Mm-hmm.
And now that you do that, and then here we go. It's actually, solutions aren't that hard anymore.
Mm-hmm. True.
Yeah.
Well, I think we need to check